Hey, everybody. You look surprised there for a second. This reminds me, Neo 3 is coming out. I haven't played the other Neos. Hello? Trailer just kind of froze there when I pushed a button. Neo 3 is coming out. I haven't played the other two Neos. But like Neo 3 sounds good on paper. Like really, really good. Like I'm excited for the idea of like an open world Neo, because I've been kind of waiting for the next Elden Ring. Like I loved I love an open world Souls game apparently, but there's only the one really. And so with Neo coming out, I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to try. Neo is like Temu Dark Souls with more Samurai Ronin flavor. Is that true? I've told it's been more fast-paced, but it's mostly like I see the colors in the intro, and I'm like, if the whole game has this like Onimusha vibe to it, like I'm gonna get sick of it. I want to see like green landscapes. I want to see diverse biomes. But like all the demo footage is of the same place, and I'm like, I'll get sick if I have to see too much of this. Oh god, you need more crystal paste for the 100 relic grind. That sounds gross. In any case, good morning everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. This is actually the start of, I think the 15th movie I've done of this game, which means I've released like 14, like 10 to 12 hour videos on this. That's a lot. We're still not like halfway through, but we're getting there. Let's have some orange juice. I think this movie in its entirety is probably going to be the rest of Stormblood and maybe some Black Mage grind. I'm excited for it. Lord Yen is expecting you. May I show you in? Yes? I fumbled my request for entry. So Yotsuyu, she dead. Oh, she's getting a funeral. That's so sweet. I think it's time we're going, don't you? We've done all we can here, and we have a lot to report. But before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call in at Ralger's Reach. We should be the ones to tell Lise about Xenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. That's right, he is still alive. I was actually kind of wondering myself, like, where does the story go from here? Like, we got a few more patches to go before we get to Shadowbringers. Boop, boo. I can has your Prime sub? How come I didn't get an alert for your Prime sub? That makes me sad. Thank you so much for my Prime sub. Your Prime sub. Our Prime sub. I really do appreciate it. Oh, because you said no on the share. Okay. Well, that's fair. So, yeah. My alerts are currently like little bits of music, which I kind of like. I forget which one the Prime sub one is. Boo-doo-doo. But I appreciate it. Like the stream is going pretty well. This year I made $400 more than last year, which was $400 more than the year before that. At this pace, in 100,000 years, I'll be able to do this full time. Old Alice, you're back. No Alphano? Good to see you, Lise, as headstrong. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. It's a long story, but we have evidence that Xenos might still be alive. What? But this is a joke, gods. This had better be a joke. Wah, wah, wah. Thank you for the subscription, Keldor. It's good to see you too. Look, I know what I saw, all right? We all saw it. Are you saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald? I'm actually a little surprised. I don't think that was like my old subscriber alert. I think there's might be some wires crossed on my alerts. It's been a little weird. Like sometimes I don't get the blame granddad alert, I think. Either that or I'm so lost in the game I miss it entirely. Look, I know what I saw, alright? We all saw it. And here you're saying he's alive and well and living in the high life back in Garlemald? I know how ludicrous this sounds. Hey there. Hey, Daniel. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself. But while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Olds. He saw the Crown Prince through the Echo in a meeting that could have only taken place in the recent past. It was him, Lord Voldemort. He's back. No, it must have been, I don't know, some kind of really convincing imposter. Xenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. Someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? All's gilded halls. Whatever are you talking about? Thancred, what brings you to the Reach? Alphano had me lending a hand at the Saltery, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on, just until operations were up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, might I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business? That's what I was thinking too, but I didn't want to be the one to suggest grave robbing. Ugh, as much as I hated the man, doesn't feel right defiling his grave. But if it'll put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Xenos is buried up at Bloodhow in the locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked, so as not to upset the locals. It shouldn't be too hard to find. Nago, you're in charge until I get back. I mean, we just like start digging them all up. The locks, you say? We had snow in the northeast part of the country. More expected. Yourself? Oh, yeah. We even got a little snow down here. The gators done froze over. They hated it. I'm used to the snow myself, but the locals here can't handle it. One of the best times to go grocery shopping is like a day or two after it snows. Because the entire town loses its mind. They're all like, we need a month's worth of bread, eggs, and milk, or we're all going to die. And then you go grocery shopping like a few days later. Lots of things are like marked down because they're like, they know they're gonna have no customers. That's the time to restock the fridge. Lived your whole life, never used to it. Shoveling out is the worst part. Yeah. I very rarely shovel. Like, it has to be deep enough to be a problem. It's very rarely the case. How do I get over there? I touch the tip here. We'll loop around this side. I bet there's another way. But like, as long as the snow is low enough to drive over, like, it's not a catastrophe. I do feel bad for the mailman. Like, the mail person is the only reason I would ever, like, shovel snow. Because otherwise, it's like, it's a lot of effort for, what, walking to your car once a day? Once or twice a day? And besides, in a week, it'll be gone. The temperature will return to normal. And it'll be out of here forever. Alright. Leave me alone, guard boots. Boop. I saw the grave in the... Yeah, as like the preview screenshot for the quest, and I thought maybe we were going to bury Yotsuyu. But nah, we robbing. This is it. Gods, he better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, and I had scrubbed it off. Thought no more about it. So no one thought to check if the coffin was still occupied. Well then, we are presented with but one course of action. And we had best be sure we're not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin? I'm a big fan of the snow. Like, it's my favorite weather. Mostly for antisocial reasons.
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Because if it snows, then everyone, like, you can feel confident that nobody's going to bother you. Like, solicitors stay home. Like, even your friends and loved ones are like, you know what? I shouldn't leave the house. Roads aren't safe. And so you can just kind of like roam around the house, staring out your front window naked. Nobody will ever bother you.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
What's his deal? Is that Istinian in disguise? Like, we just don't know that many elves aside from the Heavensward ones. If there's no corpse, are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to the tale of Xenos' resurrection. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphino's theory of Asian possession. Speaking from experience, I can tell you, they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. You're saying an Asian is walking around in Xenos' body. I forgot about the time Thancred was a traitor. Seems a distinct possibility. But I have to put this grave back Once I put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here. And how certain we are that Xenos was properly dead. Oh, if he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Raban needs to hear about this. If you find anything out, send word to me at Ralger's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. Why, with matters settling down in Doma, we were due another crisis. Shall we make for the Rising Stones, then? It's past time we shared these developments with the others. I mean, like, the fact that, like, Xenos killed himself is kind of evidence for his resurrection, if you ask me. Like, I genuinely don't know if it's like a doppelganger or some other kind of plot twist, but like, I assume it's him. And my guess is, like, he just didn't cut deep enough, but like made it look like he did. Probably an accident in murder. Message retracted. What are you trying to say to me? Can I see it from a mod view? Ah, okay. I remember you were talking about storms. And it's true, I didn't entirely answer because I can't tell you about like the storms I have here. That's doxable information. People can track out like where you live based on the weather patterns. So like one of my tricks of the trade is sometimes I lie about the weather. It's a little sneaky sneak. No one will ever find me. But yeah, I love storms. Snorms. Had a great snowstorm in Montana shortly before I moved down south, where it snowed in like July. Or was it June? I think it was June. Like, it wasn't so bad. Like, the next day was like 60 degrees, so like it all melted, but it was really neat seeing like a blizzard in the middle of the night. You get some like weird ones up in Montana because like the mountain valley forms like a wind tunnel that like comes down from Canada sometimes, so you can get like these weird Arctic blasts of wind that change the degree like temperature by like 100 degrees just for no reason. Snowstorm is always better than a firestorm. This is true. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Urianje over Link Pearl and gave him a full report. Y'shtola is on her way and should be here any... When was the last time we saw Y'shtola? I'll say, old. 'Tis good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? Like, Y'shtola really seemed to take, like, all of Stormblood off. Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I, too, would include that an Ascian now inhabits Xenos' body. Doppelganger might fool the Crown Prince's subordinates, but old? Nah. Alpha No has had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold. And the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. The Paragons? When it comes to making rash decisions, I'm hardly in a position to criticize, but I'm worried. Just wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. Pray, by the way, best Final Fantasy soundtrack / album ever. Like, man, it was good. Like, it was a full orchestra comfortable accompaniment with like songs over the ages with lyrics. Pray is good, so is Au Palais des Verts. We cannot suffer icons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead, and the right beyond repeating. Everything proceeding according to plan. Every party behaving exactly as required. My methods may be extreme, but there's no cause for concern. Work only to ensure that my salvation ensure the salvation of this star. He's got a lot of positive sway with the Emperor there. Huh. What are you doing fiddling with that thing? I asked you a question, soldier. As far as I can tell, they're the same rank. If that is Istinian, did he change to a samurai? What are you? Have you lost your mind? Blech. That is a cool sword, though. I have lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon a stage I stood, prepared to take my final bow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins? Embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. So, like, he has Xenos vibes, like, a little bit. And he's taking off in his Bowser clown boat. You know what I'm talking about, right? The clown boat? I just said, and it offered me the ponder emote. Coincidence? It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphino. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and of your encounter with this new primal especially. The Bowser clown boat won't be able to unhear that now? Yeah. You gotta love the Bowser clown boat. Put a kettle on then. The table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. Like, I've got so many questions. Like, why did he have a clown boat? I don't know why, like, Japanese villains, like, get those little personalized helicopters. Like, Dr. Robotnik did that, too. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Y'all ready for a movie? It was recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Neat. Good timing. It's like near the beginning of the stream. Sausage and ham and like slugs and falafel. And it looks like she's got like string cheese and a really flat orange. Interesting. So the Tsukiyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Isn't that Shintoism? Neat. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalog of such relics. You know, it was probably bad of me to, like, really ignorantly just call that Shintoism. Because I understand very little about it. Honestly, I barely understand Christianity. And by barely, I mean I don't understand Christianity. I mean, it's cool and all, I just don't know many of the details. Didn't have religion where I came from, only bears. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can of the subject. A fine idea. And I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summonings in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Yen will wish to welcome our resident expert on aetherology. Greetings. Could it be I'm in time for tea? Certainly looks that way. Come, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. That seems nice. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. They all told much the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point. But when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported of seeing any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act would to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offended scrawl was removed, as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By this stage, 'tis like that the corpse was still already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we're left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed imposter, or an Asian has taken up residence within. I think I figured it out. I think Xenos used the power of the Needhog eyes to resurrect himself somehow through magic. But that would explain why Istinian is after him. He detected disturbance in, like, the Dragon Force. That's my theory anyway. Like, I know you guys probably already know what happened. But, like, if I nailed that, I'm going to be pretty proud of myself. If Asahi was a fervent devotee, as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Asian, and proceed accordingly. Reed, question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. I mean, like, Asians make a lot of sense. But meanwhile, on Imperial hypersonic assault craft, man, what is that number? LXXV? So it's like 5025 or something like that. Alphino. Master Alphino, we are making good speeds towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just I can see not from my cabin, and was curious how the land to know over the land which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought to such niceties. I'm happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We're presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Authard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. Authard? That makes it seem like we didn't get very far at all, right? Because Authard, isn't that the place where Castrum Fluminus was? So, like, western Authard seems like apparently miles and miles of lifeless earth. I've read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, blood dry of every last drop of aether. Aye. It is believed that the succession of icon summonings was responsible. Man, I butchered that one. When Emperor Solus first came to Authard, he beheld this blight, He is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. He said, such devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. Whoop. Report. We're under attack, sir. Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? Blech. All cannons, return fire. Damage report. It's a clown boat, sir. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it. They knew exactly where to hit us. All hands brace for impact. He's throwing wind-up toys at us. Damn you, Bowser. Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye, aye. Duty calls, commence the battle, emissary of the dawn. But like, I'm not there. In the coming battle, you will fight as Alphino. Okay, what is that? Keep still while you can. Master Alphino, might I ask you to search for survivors? I'll see to our angel helmsman. I don't want to fight as Alphino. My leg, it's caught. Eh. Get ruined. Get tri-shackled. Get physicked. Use physic to heal the wounded soldier. Neat. You alright? Thanks. I don't think I would have made it. Yes, you very likely saved his life. Question is, who would try that? Who would try to take your remains? Put these last few out of their misery. The prince wishes none alive. The prince? They've not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. Am I hitting a group of people with this? Is it good? I have no idea. If I vibe with the carbuncle, do good things happen? Let's get ruined. No. I was gonna say physical, but then I realized I was casting ruin. Just hear Captain Jack shouting, "Stop blowing holes in my ship." I'm mostly thinking of all the, oh, dang. Look, I gotta say, I don't see any way for out of this for Alpha No. Unless... I found it. Not here, not like this. Love this cutscene. Who's this guy? What the? Who in Emperor's name? Enemies of our enemies, introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Alpha No. Let us finish this then. Do you guys like live out here? There we go. Oh, those mercenaries are making short work of everything. Feels like all I gotta do is, you know, keep to myself. Oh. Did a bad job. Don't mind me, I'm just watching. Keep my health topped off. Thank you so much for the raid, Kenshin. Hope you're having a good day. Bah, a child's trick, deploying restraints. And the Emperor, that man's a fiend. Like, who's a fiend? I wonder if I'm supposed to be doing something different. If I shackle him, does something change? Should I be killing the hostile stranger? Still, kinda sick, but also bored, so you went trucking? That sounds nice. That was a good AoE. Man, it's like I'm really Alpha now. I feel very useless in this fight. Like my actions have no real meaning. I'm getting the real Alpha No experience. And then I jim the camera at the last moment. My mistake, it's the cutscene after this fight. You've already met him. All will be revealed. Have I met him? My thanks, your intervention proved most timely. But he's got a marble in his head. Well, well, I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. You know of me, sir? He does kind of look familiar. I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know you, your assailants, and the severity of your predicament. Soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. I could venture to guess as to their motive, but you yet have us as a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Oh, but thank you for the raid, Kenshin. I really, really do appreciate it. Exciting. I haven't played this game before, but I'm enjoying your story. I came across your channel and love the vibes. Hopefully I'll be able to catch more lives. Oh, nice. It's great to have you, Luna. And this is a great game. Like, we're still in, like, the part you can play for free if you've never played before. Like, it's all the way up to... Is Shadowbringers part of the free? It's either up to Shadowbringers or including Shadowbringers. I can't remember. But, like, we're not at Shadowbringers yet. And we've been playing for, I don't know, 100 hours? Way over 100 hours. We've done like 14 12-hour videos. Like, we're probably 160-ish. All the way up to Dawn Trail is free? No, that can't be right. Endwalker is free? Our names is not yours for the asking. And as for our purpose, let this be your answer. Yeah? Well, damn. This is the best, like, 200 free hour game I've ever seen. It's actually probably more like 260 free hours. An Asian mask. The face of our prey. What, you Asian hunters? We must away before more arrive. Come with us, or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we'd no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed. We accept your gracious offer, some who call me Tim. Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Gonna eat and lurk, have a good stream. Thanks, Kenshin. I hope you get well soon. Come. I also enjoy the vibes of your American Truck Simulator streams. Yeah, COVID sucks. Oh, you got COVID again? He is an Asian hunter. Dang. Where were you 100 hours ago? Still can't taste anything, so even food sucks now? That's real rough. The last time I got COVID, I lost some of my taste, but not all of it. And so food tasted really weird. This is intolerable. But as much as I wish it were otherwise, there's nothing we can do for Alphano but pray for his success. Well, that's not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what is to be learned of the Empire's western provinces. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. I'll go. No, I want to go. And how exactly would that be any better? I'm cuter than you. I must refuse your company as well, my friend. Formidable though you are, the success of my mission depends on moving unnoticed. Unless you've forgotten, you have grown rather famous. I trust you understand. Fine. Just promise you'll be careful. Seems praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all. I'll stay behind, as I have been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happens to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. Promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find suitable East Aldenard vessel to bear me thither. But I shall return if I'm needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're in the next area. Old, with any luck, I'll have painfully detailed report from Alpha No to share. Okay. I've learned how to ponder. A very impressive change, but neat. I've seen you played some Monster Hunter Wilds. Love that game. We'll definitely be watching that. I have a great selection of games. Something for everyone. Yeah. It's just kind of like how I enjoy games. Like, I'm pretty sure I've liked every single genre game at some point in my life, so I play all of them. Like, next week we'll be playing a cozy game again because I think the audience has missed it. We're gonna play Star Sand Island, and we're gonna play Goblin Sushi and Hogwarts Legacy, which is gonna be fun. There's a lot of good games coming out this month, and I can't play them all, which is really sad. Because I also want to try Neo 3, Cairn, Menace. What other games are coming out? There's so many. If I could get Papanasi? Oh, Hoffman. Creamy cheese. Yeah, that's the one to go with. Oh, hold. If you've come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Y'shtola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence of the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. All the while, I'm meant to just sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Ugh. Think about how I feel. I gotta babysit you. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. Blech. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Asian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan resistance, Concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Asian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your orders, Council, would be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us. By which I mean, I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust? Yeah, sure. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can't confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave. You've just started Hogwarts and you're sure I'll love it? And you're right, there's so many to play and little time to play them all. For me, work and uni gets in the way, and sleep. Yeah, I hear that. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Roll? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in, so he said he'd head back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Understood. Old and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Whoop. It was a relief when I finished uni myself. Like, it was a big relief to just not worry about all that time. What did I do? I true north. How did I do that? Boop, 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 boop. Now I got, like, kids that get in the way of my gaming for the most part. I still get like 20 hours a weekend. Before I was a streamer, I used to get 40. Like, even with kids, even with a full-time job. And I've committed to becoming a streamer. Because, like, even then... Man, how do I get to the other side of the wall here? Is that a thing I can do? There's like a slight chance that someday I can do this for a living. Like, I believe, and I'm trying very hard. As hard as I can. But it does mean, like, in the meantime, I get less gaming time. Which is kind of sad. There he is. Another game I've been playing, and I would stream myself playing it, is Ring Fit Adventure. Went back in time and started playing that. I ordered some t-shirts, or some new shirts, and they don't fit. And the sad thing is, I'd ordered them because I thought they'd be baggy and comfortable. They're a size too small, and it hurts my feelings. You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well. The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance.
It's a very Mongolian way of dealing with it. It's effective.
But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire.
Oh, neat. You finish this April? I can't wait to be free. I'm sure your channel will take off. Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm very happy. Like the channel is it's actually proceeding at like a pace for success. Like, I'm very corpo, so like I track all the analytics and I'm like, yeah, I'm not making like quit your day job money, and it'll be a long time before I am, but like at this rate, it can happen, which is crazy. This is not what I expected at all when I started. What I really hoped for. But I'm thrilled.
That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Yes, and Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with, no. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
Am I going
There's
to the
no
burn?
time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
It sounds like a horrible idea.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
It's the end of you. You're basically running into the Sahara looking for a guy. Don't nod your head at that. It's a dumb idea.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
No, try. Oh. I'm not super familiar with the desert, but I feel like we are the last people who should go scrounging in for it. But you're finishing college in April. That's really, really exciting. What's your major? Are you excited to get into, like, the workforce? It's great and terrible for, you know, all its pros and cons. I'm enjoying it, but it took a while to get there. Though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose that we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan. And Y'shtola is in Dilma, is she not? Dare say she'd join you in your the search if you ask her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave preparations for the council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much to share with Y'shtola. Kitty. He bit me. That's just classic him. No music over here? The game heard me and was like, okay, here's like a sad flute. Ooh, doo. Ski-ba-bop doo. What up? That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, milady. You're most kind. I can relate 2 years of hard study for radiology school after 4 years of college. Hi, old man Sugarheart, by the way. Hi, Comrade Kitty. Good to see you again. Well, well, two faces from a dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who is that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of Aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. It would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. Yeah, why would somebody be interested in a random cat girl? More an interest than in liking to, I think. The sight of a Mikote with a particular contraption upon her head has certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon Aether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So, the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor and summoning. In the summoner, Yotsuyu being the most obvious example, she had but to associate the artifact given to her by Sahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of the crystals, also by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know not that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you came all the way to hear that which may be perused in a report. Something happened to Alphino. Yeah, you're in England and an undergraduate in criminology and law. You already have a full-time job, but you would love to be a detective or work in family law. Long road to go before that, though. Oh, man. Are you going to be Inspector Barnaby from Midsummer Murders? Love that show. It's weird to say this, but Inspector Barnaby reminds me exactly of my grandma. Like, they've got the same face, same attitude. Like, he's really cool. Is Midsummer Murders like the UK Law and Order? If so, like, I think I prefer it. And Law and Order is pretty good. That's so impressive. I can only guess how hard that was. What's your dream job? I also want to know Comrade Kitty's dream job. I think my dream job's pretty obvious. I'm shooting for it right now. I shall join you in the search, of course. Thank you, Ishtola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Now, if there's anything else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. I'll say puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kienkan. Okay. My dream job is also not very impressive, as it is everybody's dream job. It's like up there. Streamer is up there with like rock star and professional athlete. Lord Yan is expecting you. Neat. Tried to be a game developer once. I kept finding my passion was in playing games, not making them. Greetings, my friend. Alice has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphinaud's trail does lead to the burn of all places. You like Midsummer Murders too? Your mom always had it on at dinner time, and we would try to guess who the killer. That and Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, I never got into Murder, She Wrote, but like I was much younger when that was around. Maybe I should watch it now. But Midsummer Murders is so good. I don't think I have ever once successfully guessed who the murderer is. Like, I've almost taken to, like, guessing randomly because, like, there's always, like, a twist at the edge and where, like, none of the information you knew, like, led you to the killer. It was always, like, the last thing you learn identifies the killer, and you're like, oh, it was so obvious. Wow, is that what the burn looks like? The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Emperor is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of aether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that the primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon its crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphinaud might have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some matter of trouble there. In any event, I'm of the same mind as Alice. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Old and I have our yoles. Yugiri, will you ray the falcons for the others? We shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Am I the only one who thinks this is crazy? Like, yeah, they're in need of a rescue effort, but like, the rush is a little insane. Like, we are absolutely going to the desert. I also wasn't sure if the burn was like, you know, white ash, but apparently it's white sand. Where am I going? House of the Fierce. Pray return to the walking sands. Yeah, there's a lot of chitter chatter this week. And I don't think it's going to get that different either. Like, in the rest of Stormblood, there are 2 dungeons. One in the middle of the patch I think I'm in. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if I've even made it to that patch. I think I'm getting to the telling me it's on the roof. Oh, yeah. They said they were going to a ledge. But yeah, I remember at the end of Heaven's Word being like, all right, I'm going to start Stormblood any second now. And then like things kept happening. Like quests kept being like 30 minutes long. Maybe I got like 2 more full movies before we get to Shadowbringers. If everyone is here and possessed by a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There's no civilization to speak of for 100 malms in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. The burn is now accessible. Okay. So, like, this dungeon is the straight-up desert? Well, that seems lazy. Like, what, is it just, like, an empty field of pure white in a skybox? Oh shoot, I got half an hour. I don't know if I'll be able to do this quick enough. Let's chug the energy drink.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
I want to steal that voice line. Oh no.
Everyone, land where you can. We must wait out the storm.
It's a haboob. Alright, well, I appreciate they made it look more cool than just a flat desert. Lesser developers would be like, can you believe what we get to get away with today? We literally don't have to render anything. It's a desert.
Out of my way.
That's fun. There's 3 enemies, so I do my AoEs like a good boy.
I shall make it quick.
Now there's 2 enemies, we switch back to single target damage. Rinse, repeat, forever. Comrade Kitty's dream was being a paleontologist, but you're happy because it's all Bones Law. And yes, You had that dream well before you saw any Jurassic Park movies. Ah, it's nice. My wife actually has a master's degree in archaeology. Which, you know, not exactly paleontology, but still lots of time in the dirt. And this place kind of has Monster Hunter vibes. Nice, it's finding history still, right? She was particularly interested in, like, Western civilization. She was getting her PhD in classics and studying Greek literature when I ruined everything by making her have babies. Isn't that just like a man? Who is targeting me? He stole a... getting rocked. Oh, darn you, right? I mean, like, academia is a nightmare. Like, not to say, well, I guess Luna's at the end of their degree. And so I'm pretty sure they're aware that academia is kind of a nightmare. Like, not to discourage anybody, but like the idea of getting a PhD is so painful to me. And I feel like more credit needs to be given for the people who are capable, who like don't attain it. And so, you know, there is a little bit of sadness knowing that my wife is perfectly capable of getting a PhD, but like she'll never be recognized for that. At least by anyone other than me and everyone I tell. Kildor over on Twitch says he was working on his PhD but gave up during COVID. See, like... Like, it bothers me that you will not get recognition for having, like, COVID-level intelligence. Or not COVID-level intelligence, like PhD-level intelligence. I'm trying to speak while keeping track of, like, the mechanics that are going on here. Is this far enough away? I'm trying not to... Behind this rock? Right on top of you? Like, time's gonna be tight enough as it is. So I would like not to do this fight twice if I can help it. Everyone running a weird way.
You shall fall soon enough.
Please tell me hiding behind this one is good enough. Whoop. Is this safe?
Let's give them a show.
Yay! Okay. What did I miss? Yeah, you'd think a master's in AI engineering would get you a good job, Lamau. Honestly, it should. I believe you're in, like, South Carolina, so... I can't exactly convince you to, like, move here. But, like, my corpo job would definitely, look at you with great interest. Pro tip, if you zoom your camera all the way out for bosses, you can see the mechanics more clearly. That's true. But I also want, like, a better cinematic experience for the people watching. Like, that's a higher priority to me than convenience. Than, like, you know, min-maxing how well I do. Like, I think visually, like, scoping at the battle from, like, this angle is more interesting. And, like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, it's nearly impossible for me to, like, watch somebody else's MMO gameplay when they're, like, zoomed out and they just look like ants and swamped in big explosions. Like, it's a little visually overwhelming. Like, you can't say, like, are you doing good? I don't know what the actual experience going on in that pile of explosions is. Saying I'm an AI engineer is like saying you're a scientist. What field? What area? What speciality? Really? I mean... I guess that does make sense. While my job might not care exactly what you do. My job cares more that, like, you're smart. Like, it is really all that matters. My job doesn't need you to do like what you're good at doing necessarily. They need you to do what they need. It's all very boring. You get code a black hole that does what black holes do. That makes sense, I think. Part of me wants to jump in that pit just to see what's down there. Am I letting Lord Hien die? Can't have that. So many of these little things.
You shall fall soon enough.
Much of my job is like, can you do this thing? And, you know, the answer is always yes. You never answer no to like, can you do a thing? Because honestly, with the magic of computers, you can do anything. It's just all a matter of getting time and resources. Now, how long it'll take you to do the thing, that's a different story. Which, unfortunately, is the answer everybody wants to know. My work has recently restructured the way like it does projects. They've taken a more unguided approach, which is going to be interesting. They're like, look, we're going to tell you in general what we need, and then we're going to leave you alone for like 3 months. Like, you can check in and show us stuff you're working on and things like that. And I expect you to, you know, chat with the people who care and all that. But for the most part, I am now completely left alone to my own devices. Which is great news for me. Like, that's terrible news for the new guys. Like, one of the problems we have with, like, computer engineers is, like, they're not social enough to ask for help when they need it. Like, I overwhelmed a guy the other day. He was like, hey, noticed some weird behavior. And I was like, let's get to the bottom of this. And he got scared. He was like, I should have done more groundwork before coming to you. I'm like, no, shut up. Ask questions. They sound like angry Furbies. The little burnt cobalt guys? Yeah. Like, the best advice I have for people like entering a new career or new field or joining the real world and doing like real dull ass work is ask questions constantly. I have a problem with this. Oh, I see.
I shall make it quick.
He scared me for a second there. They were taking up all the slots. I was like, we're gonna die. It's unavoidable. Guess I could use mitigation for once in my life. Ow.
Enough!
You shall fall soon enough.
But fair enough. Save zooming the camera out for like when the boss kills you and stuff like that? Yeah, it sounds about right. Whoa. Speaking of which, if I'd zoomed out there, I might have noticed more danger. But like, I just stood where all my friends stood. I didn't notice like any vehicles coming from the side. And I think there were. Scouting. Are those ninja gloves? Might be ninja gloves. They're not ninja gloves. Or at least not good enough. Do I have any gear I haven't equipped? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. The Aspersary. It's like an anniversary, but with asses. Oh, this is pretty. Is that magma slug? I'm just admiring this place. It looks so cool. I had something to say, but I think I was distracted by getting run over by like giant machines. And so I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was gonna give advice on like to new people entering the workforce. And that advice is basically bother everyone with questions constantly. Like a lot of people will just kind of like flounder, like trying to figure out everything for themselves. But like you can save a lot of time and be a lot more effective if you just ask questions. The old gigaworm, huh? Whoa, it's a big AoE. I still regret going ninja. I think I would have had more fun as a monk. Also, samurai is a class. that I'm more interested in. Like if I was going Eastern, like Samurai above Ninja, but I also think personally I would enjoy Monk over Samurai. What do you think, Giga Worm? You know, it's kind of silly that every video game desert has worms. Like, I don't think there's ever been an actual worm in an actual desert. At least not in like the deep sand parts. And you know, it's all Dune's fault. If the Shai-Hulud were actually, I don't know, hippopotami, you think it would have gone down differently? Do you think we would have been fighting hippopotami right now? Or would the book have been a gigantic failure? And then somebody else would, you know, make up sandworms and then they'd reap the millions in royalties for the new movies. Worm stalkers, now we're talking. Something that eats worms. Would you still stalk me if I was a worm? Just asking, chat.
I shall make it quick.
Oh, that's a Giga Worm stalker. Oop. No poison for me. Best worm is from the Labyrinth. I think I remember him. Like, he was just like a little tiny guy, right? Like, was that straight up the same worm from, like, Sesame Street? Like, they're both Jim Henson. Do you think he reused his worms? Or maybe I'm just imagining a tiny worm where there was no tiny worm. I just want to know that there was like a kid who watched The Labyrinth and was like, I know that worm. I want to go.
Let us be about it.
Hang on, are you the exact dragon from the Stone Vigil, but like with a new paint job? Yeah. I could swear like Rhyme Wreath was one of the moves. I've done Stone Vigil so many times. Fog Plume. Like Stone Vigil has got to be like one of the worst dungeons.
I shall make it quick.
Because it's like one you have to do a bunch, I think. Like, there's probably ways around it. I bet there are lots of dungeons that were optional that you could unlock to replace it. But if you just stick to, like, the MSQ, dragon dissolved into mist. Don't worry, he can't hit us. He missed. Can't help but feel like I'm gonna have a real bad time here.
Out of my way!
What does that mean? I'm looking away. Any mechanics this guy has that I need to be aware of at the last possible second? Mugu Mugu.
Forward! Forward!
I think I healed before he hit me. That was a mistake. Or was it? Was it intended?
Enough!
Okay, he's missing again. Dragon is poised to swoop. Alright. Get in the middle. Whoop. Get out of the middle. Stola, can I have some heals? Thank you. Like, I really don't trust these clowns to keep me alive right now. They're letting my health dwindle like I'm a DPS or something. Whew. Healers, why didn't you adjust? We did it! And Yugiri's here. She was like, yeah, sorry, the party only holds 4 people. Couldn't help if I wanted to.
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first. Do you see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its
GG's.
class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
Yeah, I appreciate the GG's. I'm actually... Like, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to beat any of these dungeons. I'm going into all of them blind. And I have been killed by misreading mechanics. So, like, it is a minor accomplishment to beat one the first try. Like, if I got run over by, like, the murder cycles, would I be dead? If I didn't kill those little mist things fast enough, would I be dead? I don't know.
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Oof. As a human being, I am not built for the desert.
There's no sign of Alphino, nor of Maxima and his people.
Like, I'd do all right in a tundra, but like the desert, I'm not built for that.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here!
They're dead soldiers.
The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard. Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphino is his prisoner?
Nah, he's fine.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphino is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
You wiped on that boss the first time with real players? I believe that. Honestly, I think in a lot of ways, playing with real players might be more difficult than just doing it yourself. Or with like a party of NPCs. Like, theoretically, it needs to be made possible. And so as long as you are careful enough on the mechanics, like the AI healer shouldn't mess up, theoretically. Like, hopefully that wouldn't get through testing.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Wah, 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 wah. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due with a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Yeah. Thank you for mentioning taking care of your mounts. It's a Ninja Turtle. Come bearing gifts. Alright. That was fun. I'm excited to see like where things are headed. Because I genuinely have no idea. I thought I was onto something with like Xenos resurrecting himself with Needhog eyes and Istinian getting all about it. Like, for some reason that felt really true to me, but like the more I hear the words Ascian, the more it makes perfect sense. Anyway, I had a great day. I gotta get the kids to school. So I'm sorry I'm gonna cut it off here. But I hope you have a great day and stick around. I'll find somebody to raid. Usually Sandra's playing Final Fantasy 14 around this time. Bye-bye. Later. And if you're on YouTube, I'll try to point you to somebody as well. YouTube, I can redirect you to my friend Danagast. He plays a lot of like cool indie games that nobody knows about. I like having him around. He's my indie game friend. Sandra's not awake? I hope she's doing all right. I'm gonna read Gotcha Capsule Shop Simulator. I don't know about you guys, but I secretly love simulator slop. I was actually thinking of playing like Park Ranger Simulator when it comes out soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Things are going to get interesting in the next 2 to 4 hours.